What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gung-Fu Super Bros podcast, the number one podcast for martial arts movies, pop culture, and I fucked that up. Hey, guys, what episode is this?
71, bro.
71. Stevens, hit us with the 71.
Wait. Hold on. What the hell, bro?
What did you miss? Hold on.
I think I flipped shit. I think I flipped it. I think I did. I flipped something. It didn't feel right.
It's martial arts, kung fu,
pop culture. I think I said pop culture first or some shit. I messed up the order. Whatever. It's only the 71st time, Enrique.
That's
all right?
it. Just 71. That's it.
I have to do it 10,000 times to make it fucking actually stick, bro. So that's not the fucking rule or whatever to become a master.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So, Stevens, back from 1971.
1971, Pentagon Papers.
Yeah.
You
what
don't
the fuck
know?
is that?
The Nixon stuff?
Yeah.
Watergate.
Not Watergate.
Oh, that's the Nixon stuff.
Well, it's start of that. So Pentagon Papers, a study by the U.S. Department of Defense about the country's involvement in the Vietnam War are released and published first in the New York Times, then other newspapers. The documents expose several missteps and how several administrations have misled the American public regarding the war in Vietnam. They also reveal an expanded campaign in Cambodia and Laos, especially clandestine bombing in Laos, which today is considered the heaviest bombardment in history.
I had to do a college project on all that stuff, man. That's some sad shit. Like, it was not fun going into a deep dive with that stuff. Can we make it non-Vietnam next time, Stevens? Like something happy? Like, I don't know, a cat fell into the well and we saved
You're
it
in
or
the
some
70s,
shit?
bro, and you want history. So
Oh,
I'm
you know
going to
what
say
we
no.
ought to do? Well, you know what we ought to do is get every champion of every major sport for that year.
Okay. First off, you don't want to do sports. So you're saying every
Yeah,
major
you want me to
sport,
go back to sports?
But not jersey numbers. I'm saying just, it'd be good
the champs
to kind
of the year.
Yeah,
the champs of the year. Okay.
Yeah.
Stevens, he's
I'm
going to make you
looking
do
right
that.
now. I'm looking right now.
Hey, Barca, say hi.
Hey, what's up, folks?
Enrique,
Hello.
super producer Stevens.
Hello.
And remember, my name is Ivan. So while Stevens is looking that up, just because I'm that kind of guy, my wife and I made a dream come true for Enrique, and it's not in a weird, sexy sort of a way.
No, hold on. We're going to talk about this? Are we talking about this?
Why not? What's wrong? What the fuck do you think we're talking about, bro?
We're not talking about the whole day, are we?
What's wrong with the whole day?
What happened that you don't want to talk about? That's what I'm
I don't even know what the fuck
I'm
he's talking
interested
about.
in.
The establishments we visited before? We got to
that's on you. I don't care. I don't give a fuck, but that's on you.
Enrique went
but
to
no,
a
I get you.
strip
I got you. No, he didn't because he doesn't know what those are.
Oh.
But I got you. But no, I wasn't even talking about that one, stupid. I was talking about the show.
Which one?
Okay,
The
so
show.
one day we're traveling to an LAFC game, and Enrique, like, he still doesn't understand that you can just get tickets to stuff, even though we've told him numerous times that you just gotta fucking go on the internet and you can get tickets for stuff. So he says out loud in the car, as our wives are there with us, obviously, and he's all, man, one day I want to go to the Masked Singer. And like within 5 minutes later, man, we're going to the Masked Singer. We're going to the Masked Singer like on the 20 whatever. We're like,
Yeah,
I told
literally.
you, fool. Like,
She's like, August 20th or no, August 12th, we got tickets. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Like literally in 5 minutes. Yeah.
That's what she does. She doesn't mess around.
She ain't here to flim flam and yam yam. She's ready to go, man. So, okay, man. So you really like The Masked Singer? That is a show that you enjoy watching, yes?
I mean, I wouldn't say I really like it. I do enjoy it. When it first came out, I was one of the, like, I would hear a lot of people trash the show. They just was like, oh, this is stupid, like blah, 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 this and that. I actually enjoyed it. But it's not like, oh, I got to watch it all the time. I kind of keep up with it. Now I'll go back and I don't watch it live. So I'll just watch it on Hulu. And then I will basically, I just fast forward to see who the people are, honestly. Like every now and then I'll catch.
It's weird because Enrique wanted to be part of a fantasy Masked Singer league. I don't even know what the hell that was, but it was like we had to guess what we thought it was going to be.
But my little one, Gavin, he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it. So I was like, I want to go check it out.
Was that your first live taping of a show?
Yeah.
Okay, and we talked about this before. We've all kind of done different ones and stuff like that. What did you think of the process? How did it go? What did you think?
I mean, I was there for it. You know what I mean? I imagine if you kind of know going into it, it would be something that you're like, oh, it's gonna take forever and this and that. But since I had never done it, it was kind of cool, you know. Plus, now with the rapid testing that we had to do, that I imagine obviously that's not normal, so it's not something that is gonna always happen. Maybe it will from now on, but up until this point. But I didn't realize how much it did take us a while to get in. And the actual show, I don't know. I don't know if they do it every time. They were acting like we were getting a treat because we were going to be a part of recordings of a previous show or something. And that was kind of like annoying. Just as like, we're just going through the motions.
So I guess it would be that would that be considered like B-roll or whatever? Like
I guess.
Yeah. So we had to do but we had to do B-roll for the previous episode. So it's shit we didn't even get to see. So they would put it on the big screen. They're like, everybody act excited. And you're like, and it was like, everybody
don't do that.
Oh, no, not that one. No wonder I wasn't on camera. Fuck. The guy kept panning away from me. But so the show itself, though, what did you think of that? Did you likes? Did you see? Did your bubble get bursted a little bit?
No, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
That's cool. Yeah. We got 90s night.
Yeah.
So we got to see a lot of 90s songs. We got Tag Team was there. They were back again. So that was kind of cool.
Lance Bass was there from NSYNC, the best boy band group ever.
You son of a bitch.
All right.
No, they are not the best boy group ever.
No, don't throw in. No, hold on. Don't throw in R&B. I don't count R&B.
So the Jackson 5 aren't like a boy group? Like
you just dismissed Menudo?
Yeah. New Edition?
New Edition, we can't. They're separate.
Those kids
not
from
a boy. They're not a boy
generation. Rules the nation.
What about the one you used to see when you were little, Barca?
Parchis?
Parchis, fool? You think Parchis is Spain? Come on, bro.
Never heard of him.
You think Timberiche is just not a thing, bro?
Oh, Timberiche, was that what's his name? The guy that had a big solo career?
No, that's Menudo. That's Ricky Martin.
No. The other one. There's another guy. Dude, it's gonna bother me now.
Cheyenne?
No.
Was he from a boy band? I love him.
There was a dude. There was a young guy that I thought.
Wait, time out, Stevens. What the fuck?
Yeah, you don't have to pause there. You don't have to pause there.
We're in a new section called "Things White People Usually Don't Say." Why do you say that you have a fascination for Cheyenne? Where did this happen?
What?
Well, friends introduce you to music, and then you just go down the music rabbit hole, and you find people you like. I slept with Cheyenne
once. Yada yada yada. Big fan.
I was walking down Melrose.
I met Cheyenne. He was walking down the street. He needed a ride. I pulled over. Yada yada yada. I'm a big fan.
Working in the town that she works in, she's been invited to many a quinceañera, and she's had to hear that one quinceañera song that we all know. Wals un dos tres un dos tres. Like, so she now is a big fan of Cheyenne. What the shit? Okay, that's awesome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for that. So, did you figure out who it was, Enrique? We gave you enough time.
Are you talking about Cheyenne Jackson? No, right?
I don't think so.
Talking about?
There's one Cheyenne.
Fool. There's one Cheyenne, fool.
Anyways, I'll look that guy up later, but I can't remember. Dude, it was a guy in the 80s. He was a young kid. I thought he started in a group.
Okay, are you talking about Pedro Fernandez?
Yes.
Okay, Pedro Fernandez I don't think he was ever in a group, right, Abarca?
No, he was on a kids TV show.
Yeah, he was on a kids TV show.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
La niña de la mochila azul. That's what you're thinking of.
I remember a movie I saw with him in it where he was riding a bicycle.
And he met
the girl with the blue backpack. God damn it, I just said it right now.
No. He meets the Pope. See that one?
And I didn't see that.
He meets the Pope, or he doesn't meet the Pope, but then the Pope comes to Mexico.
What's the name of the movie?
La niña con la mochila azul.
I thought you were just saying something about the movie. I didn't know you were saying the actual
that
title.
was the name of the, and it was the title of the movie and the soundtrack. Like everything
how-
was around.
It's his big
All right.
hands.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that's. If I knew that was the title, then I knew that's what you were saying.
He had one hit in the 80s, motherfucker. Guess what it was? La chica de la mochila, la niña con la mochila azul.
I mean, he was in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he was a big time kid actor, and then he went into mariachi and stuff. Which, side note, my mother-in-law and her friends all got tickets to see Pedro Fernandez, or Pedrito Fernandez as they call him, and they were ready to roll, bro, in Bakersfield, and the show got canceled. Yeah, they showed up and they were like, they got canceled. I don't know what happened. But
so is there like a chase in this movie where he's riding his bike and they're chasing him? Is that right?
Guess what we're watching next week, folks.
You remember everything about movies, so
not that okay. Not specific bike chase scenes in a kid movie. I do not. But honestly, I just
remember that.
Movies.
I just remember that. Like that's one of those memories from like I was young. When did this come out? So.
Our cult leader brought out that was the one movie our cult leader owned. He actually owned it on 16 millimeter.
You just made a Barker pull out his iPad. He's like, God damn it, I have to figure this out now.
Part 2. There's a part 2, and that one came out in 81.
Well, of course there's a part 2 because part 1 left so much unanswered.
No, dude, it's this one. No, dude, it's this one. Un Sabado Mas.
I don't remember that one, bro.
Dude, sorry. This is it. I'm looking at the poster.
Enrique.
Oh, it's a motorcycle. Oh, this is it, bro. Oh shit, it's taking me back. It's taking me back to my childhood right now.
He's gonna start crying, guys. Hold on.
This is it. Abarca, look up the poster for Un Sabado Mas.
Un Sabado Mas.
This is it.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. That is fucking awesome.
From 1988? Not even the good? The good ones?
That would make sense. 88. I was like 8. Yeah. 8, 9, 10.
Oh, it's a dirt bike movie?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is 88. It.
Guess what we're watching, guys?
Pedrito Fernandez is 36 in this movie.
Tatiana's in this movie?
Ooh, Tatiana's in this movie?
Yep.
Never mind, I'm back in. I'm back in with Tatiana. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in with Tatiana, bro. Do you remember Tatiana?
I don't, but I'm remembering right now.
She was in a movie with this kid and there were dirt bikes, bro.
For whatever reason, I don't remember her, but I remember him riding his motorcycle.
And we'll be back after this break to the Pedrito Fernandez horror. We'll be good.
No, it's just crazy.
Hey, you like Pedrito Fernandez? Well, listen to our podcast. It's super easy.
So back to The Masked Singer. First off, it was cool. They run a tight ship. Once they got going, it did get going, and they do truly run a tight ship. Again, the question that I had, and I think I asked this last time, Abarca, is they run their breaks like commercials. And I always like, so why?
I think just to help with the flow, like they get a natural break, but but what you don't see on TV is like, all right, and we're clear. All right, guys. So in the next scene, we're gonna reset here. All right, hey, you guys doing good? Someone want to win a prize? All right, well here's the dance. Do the dance off.
Yeah, but what's funny in this one, because they use so much confetti, it's all fucking blowers. Every commercial.
And it's funny because the people in the front row, they're just blowing that shit in your face. They give no fucks.
Mad COVID just hitting you, like in the face. But what's crazy is we don't wear masks when the cameras are on, but we have to put our mask on when the cameras are off.
Well, don't we all wear masks? Metaphorically speaking.
Oh, I see what you did there. And that is also the plot to Un Sabado Mas with Pedrito Fernandez, about the mask we wear when we ride dirt bikes. Again, I'm going to go back to Un Sabado Mas and every reference that I make from now on in this podcast. But no, honestly, like, it was just interesting to me because at that point I'm like, dude, I already got the Rona from my neighbor. Like, if that's the case, bro, it's gone. But speaking of neighbors,
well, and we were all rapid tested right before we went in.
Yeah, which was interesting. But so I sit down and I'm at the end, and I have the same disease that Abarca has, where when we're out and about, motherfuckers just want to talk to us. I don't know what it is.
It's your face, bro. It's got to be your face.
Is it though? I don't know. Because this dude, first off, I don't even know why he was there. It doesn't really seem like he wanted to be there. I think he had family members visiting from the fucking 25-minute story that I got from him throughout the time. I think family members were visiting and they were like, let's go to a taping of a show. And man, it was throughout the whole thing, man. Like, who's that guy over there wearing pink? And I'm like, oh, that's Robin Thicke. No, not him. Robin Thicke, fool. No, not that one. The one with the pink on, motherfucker, that's Robin Thicke. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Them fucking tag teams getting it, dude. They're like, boom, boom, getting it. Like, whoop, there it is. With jackets that fucking say tag team. He's like, hey, who's that? It's tag team, motherfucker.
Wait.
They're back again.
Why were they? How did you know it was tag team?
Because
all
you
the
checked the
performances
direction.
masked?
No.
And then they're in.
No. They were actually there to open up 90s night.
Oh,
So it was tag team. It was tag team.
They're your opener or whatever.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, you're not supposed, like, I've seen the show. You're not supposed to know who anybody is.
That would be shitty if tag team did a whoop. There it is in a suit. Who the fuck is that? Whoop, there it is. Getting it in shit.
Who's that Pringles can and that lemon?
That shit sounds just like fucking tag team. Is that fucking tag team? So that shit was funny. But no, who that? I'm like, it's fucking tag. It says it on their jacket. It says tag team. The whole fucking night. Topanga came out. What's the fucking real name? I don't even know.
Her name is
Topanga
Danielle
was there.
Fisher. You put respect on that girl's name.
Okay, Danielle Fisher. Who that? And I'm like,
Still looks great. Looks amazing.
Still looks like Topanga. Like
How dare you.
Topanga. Still looks like her.
Dang,
I will
bro,
take those
he's gonna
Topangas.
It's her. You imagine
is
she
her.
look like her.
She looks just like herself. You're right. But it was just the whole night, the whole fucking night, bro. It was something. It was like, this your favorite show? Nah, dog. It ain't my favorite show. I'm here from my boy. Like, why the fuck are you talking to me, dog?
But it's these type of dudes that like they have this thought in their head that you want them to talk to you.
Oh, God damn it. Bro.
You know what I mean?
Here's my favorite.
Do you guys hear the irony? Yeah. You don't.
No.
Nobody sees it.
No.
I don't talk
not
to
like
fucking
that.
random strangers. And
70.
shit.
We don't.
You just
71
said.
weeks in the goddamn row.
No, but yeah, you have to log on to this bitch. I sat next to this motherfucker. I didn't log on to his goddamn.
Did you at
podcast.
least promote this show?
I mean,
No.
I'm going to bring up something
No.
you said, I believe last week, where you were talking about, or maybe 2 weeks ago, but you were talking about that you enjoy going to the grocery store so that you can talk to people about bread.
Yes.
And
Guess what we're all doing there?
watermelon and carrot.
Guess what we're all doing there? Shopping for fucking groceries, and we all have a common theme. Not random ass fucking everything that I don't go, hey, what's the name of this fucking fruit? I don't tell people that shit, right? Hey, what's the name of this brand? Is fucking Folgers? Oh shit, I didn't see that. It said Folgers on the goddamn label. Fuck, no, and it gets better. Here's the fucking best part. Every time the camera was pointing at us, this is what this motherfucker did. He pointed at the camera with 2 fingers.
Yeah, he was. Wait. Was
Every fucking time.
Was this an elderly black man with a mustache and he kind of had a short fro? Because you met Gopher from the Love Boat.
No.
Every time, bro.
Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes. No, just Isaac, not Isaac Hayes. Just Isaac. But yeah, Isaac Hayes wouldn't have done that. He's too cool. But no.
Man.
And then he at one point elbows me. He's like, you got a point. And he was right at the goddamn camera, bro.
I missed the pointing.
I don't go to a watermelon at the goddamn supermarket, hit it all the goddamn time and be like, you got to hit that watermelon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just simple. Hey, man, watermelon's on sale. And I move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't sit there and continue to have one conversation with the same motherfucker throughout the whole supermarket.
Well, you were sitting next to him. That was bound to happen.
God, but nobody else dealt. I don't think Amanda had a full conversation with nobody on the other side.
No.
God damn, it was this motherfucker. But yeah, the point was my favorite. Like every time, and you can see the cameraman be like, "God damn it, man! God damn it!" It was fucking wild.
The studio was a lot smaller than I thought. Now, on TV, it looks like it's a big ass stage, which the stage is good size, but it looks so much bigger on TV, and it seems like there's a lot more of an audience. You get in and you're like, "This is it? Like, what the hell?" And I imagine it's got to be like that for everything. But being my first time, it was kind of like, "Oh, okay, cool." It gives you more of, obviously, a perspective on everything. So it was cool. I love the experience. It's one of those things where people that live in the area take it for granted, or you don't even realize that you can do that kind of stuff. Because there's people there that are visiting and going all weekend because they're here from another state.
Multiple days and stuff like that. I'm like, wow. Okay.
This is our 4th episode.
Yeah, it was literally like that. It was literally like that. It was wild. Yeah.
I think when it's a live show, it's very tight because they know they have to, like, they don't have to edit more.
Right.
But when it's a sitcom, the writers are there. So if they hear that you didn't laugh at that joke, they'll write it on the spot and then run it to the cards and have the people do it.
That's what I would like to do next. That's what I would like to do next. Is do a sitcom.
That's like 6 hours. You're sitting down.
Yeah. Because you just got to go over it and over it and over it till it's right away.
Yeah.
Are there sitcoms still being made? Because it seems like everything's kind of moved on to like a 2-camera or 1-camera show.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some, but I think there's not as many as before. Yeah.
It's wildness, but yeah, it was a good time overall. It's a lot of waiting. You just kind of have to know that going in. Interesting story is that my wife took my son and my daughter and our nieces to see America's Got Talent that like 2 or 3 days ago, and
really?
you know, they're fucking having a good time. Everybody's enjoying themselves. You know, it's everybody's talking, and I guess the producers or whoever, the people there are coming out to be like, all right, guys, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. She says it's different than what we did at The Masked Singer, but the same in the same breath. And like, you know, just be ready for that. And I guess they were up at the front because they do like the 3 stops. You know, they do one at the front, they come to the middle and they say the same shit and they go back to the end. And maybe people don't know that, but some lady was like, shh, like shush them. And they were all like, what the fuck? Because they're just talking or whatever. And she's like, I need to hear what's going to happen. And then that the lady was, and they're like, what the fuck? And then like, my wife's a very fiery person, but her thought was, I'm going to ruin this for my daughter because I'm about to snap on this bitch and I don't want to do that. And at one point, you'll love this, Enrique, the lady's like, I'm from Texas.
Oh, yeah.
There was no follow-up to it. There was no follow-up. It was just like,
what else the fuck does that matter?
You know, Enrique.
I know. They just have these thoughts. Yeah.
And I guess there was like a couple, like right behind them, there was this like husband with his son, and the guy was like, don't you hate when people got to ruin shit for everybody? And like he was being all loud, and the son was being all loud, and it didn't last very long. They totally like hated on him or whatever. Like, and they moved it on, and then like they said, the guy and the son that were like talking shit walked in front of Miriam and were like, "You're in my seats. You need him." We just fucking around. Like everybody was laughing and having a good time because we're like, "Dude, what the fuck's wrong with this lady?" They didn't know that the lady was literally 2 seats down from him, and she was just all grumpy Gus or whatever. And then they said that the best part was my son was losing his shit and being a fool when they threw a shirt at him, and like he got a shirt or whatever, and that he was just kind of like waving it at him, kind of like every time that the lady was like, like whatever, trying to get something, they ain't get shit, dog. Like they got sour grapes is what they got. But
there you go.
Yeah, they got to see it. America's Got Talent is supposed to be a really cool one too, and they said they enjoyed it and all that. But it was just a kind of like, what the fuck's happening now? Like, you understand? They're gonna come.
Where does that one take place?
Oh shit! She told me it's the same studios. This is like the second time they go to that too. But and they probably waited more than the show took.
Yeah,
but they say it's a cool experience once you get in there.
I mean, the other thing that was cool about that day when we went to the Masked Singer was, you know, I was telling you guys last week I think it was last week that, you know, going to the Funko store, and I was like, never really been around that area, and I kind of wanted to go back, and this unintentionally made us go back to that area, and we got to walk around a little bit, which was cool, and that was fun. It was a good time.
Where do they film that? At Sunset Gower?
It's like 3 blocks south of Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah.
Right next to a school. like a elementary school.
Vine Street.
Vineland Elementary. Yeah. And right next to it, it's literally looks like it was a building, maybe even like a probably apartment complex, and they just turned it into a little studio. It's right on the corner and stuff. And we got to eat at a cool place, had amazing drinks. And then it was funny because we passed by this one place that was like Circus and Champagne. And we kept trying to look it online to see what it is, but it had like old school circus posters in the walls. And I'm like, dude, is this place you can go in and see like old school circus shit? Like, and drink? I'm like, I like drinking and I like old school circus shit. Like, what? But I couldn't find any information on it.
Yeah, you never figured out what it was? Because we walked by it and like, it doesn't, you couldn't really see inside. The doors were all shut. It was kind of a weird spot, but they had those posters that you can see. Yeah. So, yeah.
But it was cool. It was a cool day for sure. It was a lot of fun. But Enrique, it sounds like you had some homework and you did some homework prior to this. You might have talked about it already, but what did you watch?
We talked about it a little bit before we started. Somebody was late. Wow. But I watched Carrie finally, and we were talking. I enjoyed it. It was good. I enjoyed it more than Christine. This rude asked me this guy fucking asked me a question and then he just fucking leaves. Like, what the fuck?
It happens.
They don't know if you're doing the audio one, buddy.
Well, they need to know. Yeah, Carrie was good. There was a lot of people I recognize from other stuff. Obviously now they're older, but it's a lot creepier than Christine. I don't think I'll ever watch this movie again. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but because I hated the mom so much. And which I guess that's what they want to, that's the effect of the creators. That's what they want you to feel. But I was so annoyed with this lady. And but the movie's great. The movie's great. Good. It has a lot of character building, and some of the characters, it takes you on a ride. You think one thing of them, and you think it's gonna be another way, and then it turns back around. It's got a lot of that. Like I said, the mom is a unique character. And Carrie, I felt like CC Spacek is like perfect, just her look to play that kind of character. And like you got like, because she has telekinetic powers and
mind bullets.
I thought all that was pretty well done considering the time the movie was made. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Stephen King, fucking weirdo. God damn, this fucking dude.
Yep. Can't hear you, man.
You're muted, my friend.
It's my first time ever doing this online. Not including a year and a half of this bullshit. But anyways, Misery, Carrie, Christine.
You know what's next?
So what's next?
Maximum Overdrive.
No, let me watch something good first.
The Mist.
Those were all good.
Oh, The Mist.
Amanda, they watched The Mist here recently. They said it was really good.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah. Amanda liked it.
Let's watch that other Mist I sent you. That was basically the Mist in Asia.
Mistier.
Did you guys not watch? Did you not watch that trailer I sent you?
I want to watch the one movie called Must. Like just change it up a little bit. What about Pet Sematary?
Oh,
Pet Sematary is a banger, dude.
You could do Pet Sematary.
And then Cujo, right?
Cool. Yeah, Cujo's a good one too. Yeah. So there's a lot out there for sure.
Your choice. There's a lot.
You got to watch Cujo in your car though, so you feel what's happening in the movie better.
Why? Because of the sound.
Do you know anything about that?
No.
It mostly takes place in a car. That's all we'll say.
Really?
Yep.
What is it with Homeboy and cars? Like, why is everything almost happening in a car?
Well,
have you guys seen this movie?
A whole bunch of cool stuff can happen in a car. You know what I'm saying?
There's a movie that came out recently with.
I'm talking about sex, Enrique.
I forget the guy's name. I forget the guy's name. Tom Hardy. He did a movie.
Wish something happened in the backseat with Tom Hardy. If you know what I'm saying.
He did a movie where
Stevens is dying. Stevens, pajarito, pajarito, pajarito.
Cheyenne.
Oh.
Cheyenne. Every time you say Cheyenne, my brother makes a choking noise.
No, do not stop. Too far.
With sexy results.
So Tom Hardy in 2013 made a movie called Lock. You guys ever watch this?
Lock?
Locke.
Oh, it's about
This
John Locke
movie-
and the treaties of
No.
man.
Hey, bro, I've always said, bro, that John Locke, bro, like,
His name is Ivan Locke in this, actually. So
I love it.
in this movie, he's in the vehicle talking on the phone, driving the whole time. Literally from start to finish, this is the movie. And it's really good.
Oh.
Like you'd think like, oh, what the hell? Like he's in a car and he's just talking on the phone the whole time. And there's no other people in the movie. Like nothing, like it all plays out with conversation he's having in the car as he's driving. And it's really good. I recommend it. It's on HBO Max if anybody wants to check it out.
Hey, Mom, how's it going? It's great. No, I'm still wearing the mask. Yes. You have my permission to die.
Well, Phone Booth is mostly in a phone booth, and that was a pretty good movie.
That reminded me of Phone Booth.
And if you've never seen Ryan Reynolds in Buried, that is also all in one location, and that's good.
That's one where he, spoiler alert, he's buried.
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 Fuck, I'm not watching it anymore. Some bullshit. I remember that one. That one, I don't like that one though, because it's too good.
It's creepy.
Oh, it like makes you feel things.
All right, here we go. Worst way to go out. Buried alive is a choice. Buried alive is a choice. I am afraid of two things. Two reasons why I won't do these two things. Number one, I don't ever want to go on a cruise because I am terrified of drowning because my swimming ability sucks donkey dick. And second one is this is why I don't do I don't juggle fire and stuff like that. It is burning alive. Those are my two. I am terrified of that. When would either one probably ever happen? Who the fuck knows? But I'm terrified of it. Those would be mine for sure. Enrique, which way do you not want to go out?
Probably drowning for me. Yeah.
Oh, it's so scary. That's like a fearful way. Barca?
Shot out of a cannon.
So stupid.
Very afraid.
We overshot it. But you would have ecstasy for
you
like
afraid of
2 seconds, bro.
Are you afraid of getting shot at or the landing? What part are you afraid of?
The landing, Enrique. What the fuck?
No, you can.
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Yeah. That's all you're gonna do for the first like 10 seconds.
I mean, that might be fun. That might be fun.
Badass.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Stevens, what is it?
You guys know I have this fear of slipping in the shower and dying there.
Que la chingada.
And well, look at you're naked, you're slipped in the thing, the water's been cold for whoever knows how long before they find you.
So your dick's gonna be so small when they find you.
I don't think she's wearing.
He has a little dick.
I don't think Stevens.
It's true. That's my worst fear.
You're just all wrinkly.
Yes.
You're like, oh my God, the California raisin died. You just chilling in that bitch.
There's a giant Sharpay.
What is it about? What is it about your childhood?
Doing in the shower.
Why? But why that? Like, I would never imagine. Is it just because you live by yourself? Maybe.
I believe so. Yeah,
That's
it's totally
exactly
that.
why.
But
Because by the time someone's like, "Damn, Stevens hasn't been around. She's not returning calls." Like, I could have been in the shower for 2 days. And what does my body look like at that point? I'm naked and I'm wet, and like someone's gonna walk in the house because people have keys or whatever. They're gonna be like, "Oh, she's just in the shower. I'll wait a minute."
Yeah.
And then
I look everywhere in the house. I can't find. Oh, fuck. Yeah, God. And you're gonna shit yourself because that happens every time you die.
well,
You're
there
gonna
you
automatically shit yourself. That's fucking. That's the bullshit, bro.
I bet you're in the shower, so it's not that bad.
could be worse.
Okay. It could be worse. God dang, man. Oh, good times, guys. All right. Well, on that wonderful note, we'll be back after this break. And that was, what the hell did we watch again? The Trailer to the Forbidden Kingdom.
Man, this is a banger right here.
71, baby! Goddamn, we ended on the fact that we're going to be fucking wet, pissed, and shit on, guys. Here we go. Where did the piss come from? Oh, from this movie. Hey, Marka, what the fuck was that all about? Marka, hit him with the back of the box.
Hey, folks, The Forbidden Kingdom. While rummaging around for some bootleg kung fu DVDs in a pawn shop in Boston's Chinatown, Jason discovers
this movie's about a Barca?
an ancient golden staff. When he examines the staff closely, he finds himself magically transported back to ancient China, where he is quested to free the fabled warrior, the Monkey King, with the help of a kung fu master and a misfit warrior. If he doesn't succeed, he may be trapped deep in the past forever. This movie was directed by Rob Minkoff, stars Jackie Chan as Liu Yan and the old man. Pops. Jet Li. Hop. No, it was Hop. He was Hop on Pop. Jet Li as the Monkey King. Michael Angarano as Jason. Liu Yufei as Golden Sparrow. Li Bingbing as Ni Cheng. And Colin Chu as the Jade Warlord.
All right, Enrique. I'm interested. What did you think about this movie?
I liked it because I felt like I watched the origin story of Abarca and Ivan.
All right. I imagine I'm the guy and Abarca's the girl. Which is which one?
No, I think this is both of you walking into stores and picking out all these DVDs and everybody thinking you're like, why are you watching that?
Yeah, I mean, that was more probably a Barker, to be honest with you, because I would always get him secondhand from him. But
I still do this. I still go to I go to flea markets. I went in San Jose. There's a giant record store, and I'm like, all right, where's your Jackie Chan section? They're like, what? It's like this. It was very tiny.
But then it was weird because he also asked for a snuff film, and they got him into trouble in that store.
No, they take you in the back. There's like beaded curtains.
Oh, that motherfucking movie was. You watched that, right, Enrique? I think we've talked about this already.
8mm.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
Oh, don't watch it. It's great. Okay, so I also like this way more than I thought I was gonna like it. To be honest with you. So what did you like?
I don't know what happens in this movie. I don't know like what happened. Like,
I wasn't in the mood to watch this movie, but I watched it anyway.
No. I don't know like if it was all a dream. Like I don't know what the fuck happened.
It was all a dream.
But I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. I thought everybody was good in it. I was worried about the kid fighting, but at the end, like he kicked ass. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was funny because the girl, the one that's throughout the movie, the whole time I'm thinking like she should have been Mulan. And that was Mulan, bro, wasn't it? So yeah. I'm like, that looks like Mulan,
yeah, bro. I'm just like a Hollywood fucking person. I nailed it.
I should be a casting director.
I guess that's what I should do. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, yeah. So what stuck out for you? You said everybody kind of hit their characters. Is there anything else that you enjoyed in the movie? The story, the fighting, all of it?
What was it? The fighting was cool. The fighting was like, the flying around stuff. It was so different. Like it was weird. It was just kind of wacky. Like it goes from taking place in a city to go like, well, it starts off with a monkey dude flying around fighting these dudes.
First of all, his name is Danica Patrick, and put some name on, put a little respect on that name. No, he's the Monkey King. He's right. He's a legendary character of their mythology. There's different incarnations. Like some play it kind of more cheeky. Some play it like, yeah. So it's funny to see Jet Li's portrayal as the Monkey King, because he's normally very serious.
There's an old Monkey King movie.
There's several Monkey King movies.
I was gonna say it's probably several Monkey King movies. Right?
Stephen Chow has Journey to the West has the Monkey King in it.
And then they hit Drunken Master right in this.
Well, Abarca, let him know what that was.
Dude,
who was fighting who in that one?
That's I want to say Lee Mubai, but it's not Lee Mubai. It's shoot.
It's basically the same character.
Wong Fei Hong versus Wong Fei Hong, right? Fighting each other.
There you go.
And then when he does a stance, that I think that in itself makes this movie much better than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had really low expectations. Like, I don't know. I think I didn't remember this movie as much as I thought I was.
You seen it before?
But I didn't finish it. Something weird happened because I'm like, I like this movie and I didn't think I was going to like it. As soon as I saw him on the mountaintop, and I remember I liked it because I'm used to seeing Jet Li play the monk.
Very stoic,
perfect.
right? Very stoic, very serious.
Yeah, and to see him be a monkey and monkeying around and doing that style, that was amazing. That was really, really cool. And then it's like Jackie at his best. Like, it's Jackie like going back to one of our top 10 movies, playing that character, and more like that fight scene between the two of them. It's like, like getting to see, like those one-on-one battles you think of in basketball, or like, what would happen if Tyson fought like, Muhammad Ali? But like, you're never going to get it. Well, yeah, you got it. And it was fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty badass. Abarca, who did all the fight choreography for this movie?
Wu Ping, who was Drunken Master, right? He helped in Drunken Master. He is the fight choreographer for Matrix. A good fighter himself. Like we've watched several movies with Yang Wu Ping or where he's working. It's. I was telling Ivan that I don't know if he got to actually like. There's certain scenes where it's like the moves are a little janky, but I think it works. It works in this movie because of the context, because of the characters, because of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, it wasn't a Jacob Ladder situation, right? Like this actually happens, right?
He's dead, bro. What are you talking about?
See, that's what I mean. Like
the gang. That's what I mean. The stereotypes killed him. Hey, you stereotypes in Boston, but they're from Brooklyn. Hey, what are you doing?
Where the fuck was his street gang from? I almost thought he was in Europe. I didn't know where the fuck he was. Like, it was weird.
It's supposed to be in Boston, right? Because he's like, I'm from South Boston or whatever. But then they're like, hey, you, whatever, Rizzo and Kaniki, we're going to come here right now.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, and that guy he knew like Taekwondo for some odd reason, but he was a street thug. Like it was an interesting thing. But just so everybody knows, this movie starts in present time. And we see a young kid who honestly was, at least they did a good job of making him look kind of pudgy, not athletic, kind of of a kid. And he loves martial arts. I really enjoyed the intro shots with the posters. Mm-hmm. I just thought that was super cool. I like how that started, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" And that really made me kind of start getting excited, especially after
he was watching a movie. Like, what movie was he watching?
I couldn't see. Did you see what it was, Parker?
It seems like he's watching an old Monkey King.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be dope.
If only there was someone that his job was to look stuff up. I don't know.
Super producer Stevens, do you know what movie he was watching in that?
I'm looking.
But he goes into the store where he gets his like DVDs and is like, tries to find all the movies that like, he wants to watch, and there's bullies involved. But then it takes a really quick turn into like murder, and violence and stuff.
Jackie Chan is straight shot.
Yeah,
he's like, hey.
Which looks like in the heart.
He's like, oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And what gets kind of weird is he's holding the staff, which he is told to get back to its rightful owner, and he falls off a building. Basically, the staff kind of pushes him back, and then we see him float down, and then it cuts, and he wakes up in the past, right? And or somewhere in the past. And it was one of those where you're just kind of like, okay, is this in his head? Is this a dream? What's going on here? But honestly, once he gets in the past, the movie kind of hits. And it starts off super quick, but for me, it's like he's walking, he doesn't know where he's at, and we see Jackie Chan doing Drunken Master like from the get. He's got that wine bottle, he's drinking. I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're in, bro. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead. Alberto.
No, this movie is totally like Mark Twain, a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court, where for whatever reason he gets sucked into England, and now he has to be one of the Knights of the Round Table.
Mm-hmm. And when he gets there, I like that he doesn't know how to fight. I like that the staff didn't just give him some, like, because I was afraid it was going to be one of those things where like the staff kind of like grants him the ability to kick ass or whatever. But nah, he was kind of shit throughout the whole movie.
I like that movie with
even at the end
with the Kung Fu Kangaroos. Like there's a kid and he gets sucked in, and it's like, now we're Kung Fu Kangaroos. Whoa.
And that's the thing. Like even at the end, he wasn't the best. Like I was afraid they were going to do that bullshit where then he becomes like the ultimate. Like no, he was good, you know, but like he was still not better than either one, Jet Li or Jackie Chan or the Monkey King or the girl or anybody really. The other girl beat his ass. Like that's what I was saying. Like he wasn't even like the best. So I thought that was cool. Cool. That being said, the man had a body transformation in this movie and he looked good at the end of it, man. He looked like he could kick some ass. Super Deuce Stevens, who the fuck is this kid? Barco was telling me and I couldn't remember who this kid was. I'm like, where the fuck do I know this kid from?
I've seen this kid. Yeah, I've seen this kid in something too, but he's done a lot.
He's hero support, damn it. He's from Sky High. He's the main kid from Sky High.
Yes.
Kurt Russell's his dad, and he hasn't gotten his powers yet. And so in that movie, there's like a shield helicarrier that's a high school. And so whenever if they go to that high school, they either learn how to be a hero, like a villain, or they're sidekicks.
Okay. So he's starring in Minx right now on HBO Max. So if you've seen that, maybe that's where you're recognizing him. Best known for Sky High, Wild Card, Almost Famous.
Okay.
He's been in stuff, but Sky High is probably like same time frame, like same. So he looks the same face and stuff.
So he is still doing stuff. Did he ever he never did like more action or martial arts, did he though? Not really, right?
No, like he was on This Is Us for a bit.
What I remember him from,
he's got some TV roles.
Yeah, because I remember him from somewhere. I'm like, I've seen this dude somewhere and a lot. And so I had to look it up. And what I remember him from, where I saw him a lot in, was in a Showtime show. I don't know if you guys ever watched it. They only did
Showtime
one season, I think. No, I'm Dying Up Here.
Yeah,
the
he
one
had
about
a few recurring stuff there. Yeah,
the one about stand-up comedy.
I was close.
He was in that. He was one of the main dudes in that. So, and I watched that whole season. So, yeah.
Okay.
But he's good. That guy, he's good.
Yeah, he's lots of TV more recently.
Yeah. I like that he just didn't become that dude. Like that he didn't like, oh, he's all powerful all of a sudden. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that he had to work for it. And that scene where they're both trying to teach him at the same time and they're beating the shit out of him was fucking amazing. I love the scene where Jackie is holding the bow staff and is fighting for him. Just fucking great. Yeah. Dude, like it was so freaking cool, man. Like Jackie's got to be up there. Jet Li has to be up there at age in this time. And they're still fucking just so good. So good in this movie, man. Like it's really, really cool. And yeah, we had wire work, obviously. And you know, at points it looks a little whatever, but like I think if I know that they can do those things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like I know Jackie can do that. I know Jet Li can do those things. Like maybe not the flipping around, but I mean, they're not just all wire work. And I think that's really, really cool. And maybe Super Deuce Stevens, but I know, Barker, you probably know a little bit about this because they had a scene, because I was trying to explain it to Zion. They had a scene where they're opening up his legs. They're basically allowing him to split. The Jean-Claude Van Damme scene, right? But Jackie Chan went through those things on the real, right? Like he was basically tortured as a little, not in a, well, yeah, I mean, because he went to Chinese gymnast school,
part of the Peking. opera that school.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's a performing arts school.
Yeah. But they would really hurt these kids to make them better performers, right?
Well, allegedly, hey, buddy, we got a big fan base in Asia. Hey.
Well, I mean, in a bad way. I mean, it is what it is. And obviously the man's great at what he does, but they wouldn't be, well, you wouldn't ever see that around here about now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they went hardcore, right?
No, because because they saw one video of an elephant get hit. Now I can't go to the circus and be like, do you think elephants naturally want to go? No.
So when this movie is released, Jet Li is 45 and Jackie is 55-ish.
Shit, dude. Like, come on, bro. The speed they're moving at, it's just so good.
The crazy thing is, I feel like Jet Li looks older somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but he was getting sick,
online,
I think, right?
Man. Yeah, there's that picture online of Jet Li here a while back, and it was just like, ugh, like he looked old in that picture. So, but I mean, he still kicks ass too, man. I mean, Jet can go, and we still need to go back to like Once Upon a Time in China to see him when he's in his like prime and stuff like that. But yeah, he's a badass. He's a badass. I really enjoyed the fight scenes. Barca, why was this movie better than it needed to be?
I feel that this movie, even though it has the trope of, oh, it's the white savior that's coming to feudal Japan or ancient China or medieval England, like it seemed it didn't seem as disrespectful as this movie could have been. Mm-hmm. Right. The fight scenes to me were well choreographed. The especially when it's Wong Fei Hong versus Wong Fei Hong. When the Warlord comes in and the Warlord is fighting against the Monkey King and he's like, hey, you know what? Hand to hand. We don't need this. And he's like, psych. And then he traps him in stone. I mean, even the kid's performance, like a lot of the kids that we see in these movies are just trash. Like I believe that this kid, I believe this kid liked martial arts. The only thing that was so stupid, again, the stereotypical toughs. They're like, oh, you know kung fu. Well, let's see it. Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
Yeah, the bully work maybe needed. They spent all the money on Jackie and Jet Li, bro. So you're gonna get the bullies. Our female characters in this were badass. Sparrow. What was the name of I call her the whip lady, but what was the name of the other girl?
No, the witch.
Yeah, what was her name? Was she the witch?
Hold on.
Because I know one was Sparrow, and then the other one was Hawk. Hawk? No. Both birds? Anyways,
they're making the list, by the way. Both of them.
They're both badass, dude. They're both freaking. Just that fight scene between them was amazing. Like, there was a fight in like some blossoms. In a field with these like beautiful like it looked pretty as hell.
All those blossoms were glued onto the trees.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, because when they went to film that scene, they imagined, 'tis the season, they should be all full, but nope, they were not. The trees were not full at that time, and so they had to glue blossoms onto the trees.
What they should have done was all of a sudden there was this cloud, and this cloud it goes from left to right, and all of a sudden there's snow. I think that would have been a much better.
Just changes the weather.
Just changes the weather. But it was beautiful at parts. It was pretty. Okay, in the desert, I did want to talk about this scene. They're in the desert. They're crossing the ocean of sand, or whatever the fuck they call it. And they call out Jackie for not being, Jet Li kind of calls out Jackie and says, if you were an immortal, you can actually make wine appear. Right? Isn't I think that what he tells him? And Jackie goes and brings out like a scroll to like start doing it. And then he kind of like looks up and like he starts getting splashed with water or wine, as we thinking. And then we look up and Jet Li's peeing on him. He's
supposed to make it rain.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why when he's peeing on him, it's like he's like, oh my God, I actually made it rain. And then he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, but then it's like they don't even fight. Like because the monk turns around and goes, oh my God, I freaking led you where I said I was taking you. The mountain's right there. whatever. If you pee on me, we're fucking fighting, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I gotta throw at least one punch or some bullshit like that.
What if you had been
bro.
stung by a jellyfish?
Oh, that's different. But hopefully I don't get stung on my fucking face. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Like, shit.
Just
fuck
checking.
that.
Wanted to know the boundaries.
But the boundaries, thank you. But yeah, no, it was just an interesting scene. But yeah, then they find a place, and that's when that beautiful fight scene comes in and stuff like that. But yeah, the kid did well, man. I was impressed by him. The movie as a whole was just fun. It's an hour and 40. So it doesn't feel again long. It had a look of an epic, and I was like, "Ooh, how long is this movie?" And then I saw an hour, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And not that long movies are bad, but when they're bad and they're long, they feel like they're longer than they need to be. But it wasn't even bad. I really did enjoy this. The Warlord. One thing that I when the Warlord turns a Monkey King into stone, kind of, because you can't kill an immortal. You can only like trap them or do something like that. And then we find that Jackie Chan's not an immortal, but he becomes one or whatever. But what happens to the king and the queen? I had to miss that or something. Why did they go away?
They go sleep. They're like Odin, is what I kind of felt like. Like Odin goes into a sleep for a very long time, and then he wakes up. He's like, everything cool? All right, I'm gonna take another nap.
But like, they made it seem like they weren't gonna come back till the Monkey King got freed. I just wonder why. It was interesting. So I kind of know if I missed that or not, because I thought that's what the Warlord was kind of like, I need to keep this guy trapped because then I'll continue to be the man.
No, I thought Warlord. No, because then wasn't the decree that the Monkey King would get a title, and then once they take off, he's like, psych your mind, I'm gonna fight you and turn you into stone.
So they were just in their slumber.
I think so.
Interesting. Okay. Then because I was wondering, like, why aren't they there? Why aren't they calling out this warlord or whatever? But okay. So then, we go through all of it. Amazing fight scenes, beautiful sets. Actors and actresses all kind of kill it. I mean, Jet Li and Jackie Chan are doing their thing. I love the little boys, like the group of monks that were like young and they come in and kick some ass. Those kids look like they could fucking go. Everybody just kind of hit, man. I don't know. I really didn't feel like there was a character that I was like, or whatever, I love the training videos. Like, the kid looked like a badass in the waterfall. Like those waterfall shots were fucking cool, man. Those were really, really cool. Barker, what you got?
Now, what if I were to tell you?
Oh, here we go.
That it could have been Jet Li, Monkey King, Jackie Chan, and as the Jade Warlord, Donnie Yen.
Fuck, that would have been amazing. Yeah. Why was that? He didn't want the part?
I was like, nah, I'm good.
Damn it, Donnie. God damn it. And the Warlord wasn't bad, but you would have got an even better fight scene because they would have had to give him run. Oh, that shit would have been bad.
He wasn't in it as much, so
no. But
in the trivia, it says he was turned down for the role.
I feel if he would have got the role, you would have had to give him more fight time.
Well,
does that make sense?
And it could have been so, but then it could have been a reunion. So it would have been Wan Pei Hong versus Donnie Yen's character from Once Upon a Time in China 2.
Yeah. You would have had all the characters involved. That's kind of badass. Okay, so then we get back to present time. He defeats the bullies, beats the shit out of them. It looks cool. It's it's awesome, whatever. And then you find out that the old man is Jackie Chan.
What?
I think we get that, whatever. But is the girl? Did she turn immortal in?
This is what I'm saying. I don't know what happens in this movie. It was cool. I liked it. Everyone was good. It was beautiful. The fighting was cool, but I don't know what the fuck happens.
So yeah, because I'm like, wait. I mean, I know it's just a movie, but like I'm trying to like actually make a story out of this. I'm like, she's an immortal?
Was she there the whole time? Was she there the whole time?
She was always in the back.
Yeah, was she always there?
Maybe.
Was that restaurant always there? Named Golden Sparrow?
Yeah, which I was like, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I mean, because I just wonder if like that's kind of like the play on it, because we're to believe that is Jackie Chan, right? But so was this her?
Well,
but then again, go ahead.
It's Wizard of Oz. Did Dorothy actually go to Oz, or was she just asleep the whole time?
I don't know. Did she? I've never seen it.
Oh yeah,
bro, it's in your heart. Follow your heart. Whatever you think it is, that's what it is. You know
It
why?
is.
Because there's no right or wrong answer, man. That's just what you think and when you feel. You're welcome, bud.
So anyway, I know that kind of at the end, I was kind of like, but I know I enjoyed this. Like I said, the
It
intro
somehow,
is super
yeah,
cool.
it somehow still doesn't ruin it for me, but it is kind of like, I what just happened? Why? Like, kind of doesn't make sense, but it's whatever. It's cool. It's still the movie overall is still cool. Jet Li and fucking Jackie Chan and the girls are good and the guy's good and they're all good. So it still works.
You know what?
The
Kind of would have been cool.
Wikipedia.
Go for it.
Go ahead. Well, the Wikipedia says that that Jason is delighted to meet a woman who resembles Sparrow.
Oh,
So it's not the same person.
It's not really her, but
And it works at the Golden Sparrow.
but
And
that's
the
Wikipedia.
restaurant just happens to be called that. Okay,
Yeah.
I
And her
guess.
pet at home is a sparrow. And like, but it's cool, whatever.
there's a guy
What
on
about
a
that?
cliff.
I'll
He
buy
was
it.
on a cliff.
Cliff.
No, you know what?
What's up with that?
One of the inspirations for Journey to the West is Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball. I think a better ending for this is he twirls his bow staff and he takes off on a little cloud and just, and then maybe he can fly over his bullies, much like Atreyu and the little kid flying,
Atreyu.
or Falcor, not Atreyu, Falcor.
Oh, my bad. I was fucking excited. I thought you were talking
No,
about Atreyu.
Falcor shouts out Atreyu, but in part two,
Oh, got you.
in part two, or no, it is. I think it is part one. The little kid that's getting bullied rides a Falcor over his bullies, and they're like, "No, don't get us." This is where
What are
Enrique's
you
gonna put a picture of
talking
Falcor.
about?
Enrique,
What are you talking about?
you're gonna put a picture
Right
of
here.
Falcor right somewhere, maybe there. Huh?
What are you talking about?
The Neverending Story.
The Neverending Story, bro.
Never seen it.
Wow.
The Neverending Story.
Did you ever wonder what song they were singing in Stranger Things?
It's a banger. I know that, but I've heard of this movie. No, you know what? Let me tell you. I think I've seen this movie. I think I saw this as a kid, and I think it freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, because there was a kid. There was a kid on a dirt bike, and
No.
Tatiana.
Nah, I love that movie. I almost became a motocross champion because of that movie.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Enrique.
whoa, whoa.
Woo!
Don't tell me, motherfucker, that the reason you moved to Texas is to pursue your career in motocross racing.
I could have done that here. I
Your
coulda
cold
done
was a
that here.
Pedrito Fernandez cold?
because because LA was not a hotbed of motocross racing, so truly it was to become a motocross racer.
Like on the real, there was a movie, and I want to say it's this movie that I saw as a kid. It traumatized me. I would have nightmares for a
What?
while as a kid, and I would see things at night in my dreams, and I think it was this fucking movie, and it always freaked me out. So I think I did watch it, but mentally I've blocked everything out, so I don't remember anything about this movie.
Wait.
Why would this movie have done that?
Exactly.
You guys remember it? No,
Yes.
tell me. You guys
I
tell
don't
me.
know.
Because it's a fantasy movie with different. There's like a rock man,
You know? Oh, here it is.
a little
No,
snail.
not. Wait, are you talking about the Neverending Story or Un Sabado Mas? Because I thought you were talking about Un Sabado Mas.
talking about-
No, he's talking about Neverending
No,
Story.
stupid. Is
I really
this?
thought he was talking about Un Sabado Mas.
No, dummy.
Why
Is
was
it
that?
the- is it-
A group of young people
That's-
want to settle the rivalry with the motorcycle race that it can have a fatal
No,
end.
you guys brought
gave
that
you
up.
nightmares?
You guys
That
brought
inspired him to pursue motocross as a kid. That's what. Well, that's why that was there.
Yeah.
Neverending Story is the
Oh.
one that scared him.
Sorry, why did that give
And
you
maybe-
nightmares?
Keep up,
I don't
Orozco.
know.
Keep
I
up.
don't know.
Sorry.
You tell me, because I don't remember anything about this movie. What happens in this movie that could have creeped a young, innocent, good
Oh
kid?
shit! Here we go. Here we go. All right, Abarca. Two things traumatized him as he was little. One was Un Sábado Más with Pedrito Fernandez, and we already took him back to his childhood.
That
so now
was
it's time to fucking rip it
inspiring.
over.
That was not
inspiring.
traumatizing.
Inspiring. So why would the Never-Ending Story traumatize Enrique to the point where
Really
he's
quick,
blocked
give
it up?
me the cliff notes of what happens in this movie. Well, what this
Hey,
movie's
yo,
about.
Barca, hit him with the back of the box.
Gotcha. The Neverending Story. There's this little kid that gets bullied, and so I believe he runs into an old man like at a bookstore, and he gives him a book, and it's called The Neverending Story. So he goes home, and he just starts reading it, and it's the world. It's this world where this evil is taking over the land, and it's essentially eating it up. And so there's a kid named Atreyu and his horse, and there's all these. There's like a fantastic rock creature. There are like a man that's a little snail. It's got this like beautiful princess, and it's got the giant luck dragon, which is imagine a giant flying dog / dragon.
Fucking badass.
Badass.
It is badass. I fucking
Is
think
it
it's
like
cool.
Is it like creepy though? Like is it? I don't know. Something freaked me out about this movie.
If you were a wiener kid, probably.
Yeah.
I really thought when you were talking about these characters earlier, you were talking about Sabado Mas. I just want to go back to that because I was like, what the fuck? Like, how did they do that with that budget, dog? Like,
it's a rock creature that rides a motocross bike?
I was like, what the fuck?
He was all, hey, everybody.
I'm seeing a picture. There's like a bearded, like everything looks white. Is that what scared me? All the white?
You know what? Sometimes a whole bunch of white scares me, bro. Whole bunch of white scares me.
Was this the universe telling me like you're gonna end up in Texas with a bunch of white and it's not gonna be good for you? Is that what this happened?
There was one time I went to the Bakersfield airport and somebody opened up the back of their van and I saw a bunch of white and it was in a suit with the hood on it. It scared the shit out of me.
No, you didn't. Is this a true story?
I'm telling you,
it's a never-ending story.
Ending story. Anyways, back to the fun. Why? I mean, it's not scary.
I don't know. You tell. I mean, I don't know. It was. I don't know. Maybe it was like super
it's
weird.
In that time where Labyrinth and it's like around all that stuff. So maybe.
What's something that you saw that shouldn't have scared you, but kind of gave you the shits? You know, kind of scared you a little bit. Is there anything?
The Blair Witch Project.
Okay. That scared you?
It fucking scared the shit out of me, dude.
You were 7.
It was real.
You were 37 years old, bro.
The marketing was amazing for this movie.
You just watched that movie last week.
No, I saw this when it came out.
All that shit made me want to do is get a box of Kleenex. God damn, so much booger in that fucking movie, dude.
There was.
Damn, bro. So, like, what do you mean it's like... It scared you in the sense of like what? Like
it creeped me out. I felt like real. I thought it was real for a minute. Okay. For a hot minute, I thought it was I thought it was real. The marketing was so well done. If you remember back to the marketing on this movie, it was kind of like the first of its kind. And I bought it. I bought in. I'm like, this shit happened.
And they released the movie, and they're like, hey, have you seen these people?
They found the footage, bro.
555.
They found the footage and they released it. I was like, fuck.
You see, and you laugh at those people that thought aliens were coming in the 30s when homeboy read that shit over the radio and shit, and your ass was in the same place. That shit would have been you in the streets. They coming, motherfucker. They coming. Like, you would have been running the goddamn streets with towels over your head and shit, trying to stop the aliens. God damn it, Enrique.
And the way it ended too, like, you never saw what was like.
No, you see the witch at the very end.
No.
Remember?
No, she's
just
standing in
falls.
the corner. You don't see anything ever.
She just dies and the camera falls.
You see the guy, and then she's like, oh my God, what's going on? And then ka-thunk, and the camera goes sideways.
Oh, I thought we got one scene with her.
No, there's a part 2 where it's an actual movie, and all the events of the Blair Witch Project actually supposedly happened. And so this other crew goes to kind of investigate what happened. And
they're
documenting, and then all of a sudden they start getting killed off. And at the end, spoilers, the people that took them there are the ones that killed them because they've been possessed supposedly by the Blair Witch.
Okay. I never watched anything other than the first one.
Well,
anything.
It doesn't compare. Like, here's the thing: you can't follow up
completely.
You can't put a hat on a hat.
Yeah, I got you.
I like that. Yeah.
Fucking, that's amazing. I'm gonna try to pull that off one day. I probably won't be able to. But Abarca, anything
the title
you
of
watched
this episode.
that you anything you watched that gave you an irrational fear? Or maybe not irrational. It just gave you a fear.
Ghoulies.
Was that the one where they come out of the
Did
toilet?
you mean to
No, that's
say
Critters.
Goonies?
No, buddy.
No.
There's a
Goonies.
horror movie. There's a lower budget version that's supposed to be, it's like a different take on Gremlins. And there's one that comes, well, first of all, that was just a shot for the trailer, and then they had to kind of put it in the movie. So there's this little green monster. It looks like a little green deformed baby, and he comes out of the toilet. Scared the heck out of me.
Yes, the toilet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Comes out of the toilet.
Yes.
That, and then House, or either House or House 2.
That's a show about the doctor? That's
No, not House. That's House MD, bro. Come on.
That's so stupid.
You're like, fucking medicine, bro. It gets me. No. What is House?
House is it's essentially, it's a movie that has Norm from Cheers in it.
Okay.
And he's a next door neighbor and there's like this possessed house. And
I never saw that.
There's a scene where there's a hand that is essentially is climbing up some guy's back. And that always freaked me because and here's the thing, because I saw these clips out of context. So I didn't see what had happened before and why there's a hand on there. So I think I saw it on a trip. We went to go see some friends in LA, and then I'm in the back seat, and it's, you know how when you're in the back seat you're not sleeping and it's dark. Well, first of all, kids, if any kid is listening to this, before you had cell phones that illuminated your car at all times of the night,
It's dark.
yeah, it was just dark. And it's just the lights of cars coming in. So like I would imagine
Kids, like 20-year-olds. Like, what the fuck are you talking about kids? Like 37-year-olds might not know what that fuck that's like. But it was good to do that.
So I would imagine like something's climbing up the back of my dad's head.
Okay. All right. So Ghoulies and House for Enrique's Blair Witch. What was it for you, Stevens? Anything you think of?
I have another one, Stevens.
Go for it, Stevens. Go
ahead.
Mine are like the slashers that I would watch from behind the sofa. So like Michael Myers. I never got through Halloween probably till I was in college. Like I would watch the first 10 minutes and that was it. I would be like, nope, this is scary shit. That guy just following from the bushes. I'm like, hell no. And then like when he's driving the car and she yells, slow down, asshole. And he like, or no, speed kills is what she says, right? So, and then he like presses on the brakes and the car stops and I'm like, get the hell out of there, girl. Like, so that was scary. Freaking Freddy Krueger, because he could get in your dreams and follow you out. That shit was scary. And then Jason never really scared me, but the fact that someone could be hiding under your bed and just take you out from underneath. So I never slept in the middle of the bed. I still don't. Because the middle of the bed is, if someone's hiding, that's where they would be. So
not the edges,
not the edge. You can see them on the edges, man. You can't see in the middle.
In the middle, that's true. All right, what's your second one, Enrique? Or what's your other thing?
Well, you're gonna have to help me out here, and I don't know that you're gonna be able to remember this because I don't know what movie this is.
All right, Abarca, challenge accepted.
You've surprised. I've played this game with you before. You've surprised me before, but so as a kid, there was a Mexican movie. And I don't know what the movie's about. I don't know who's in it, but there's a scene where a boy walks into the living room and the couch. So he walks in and the couch you see the back of the couch and the TV on the other end. And his parents are supposed to be there, but like something's, I don't know, like they're getting attacked. I don't know, something happens. He walks in. And he kind of sees both of his parents in there, but they both had their heads cut off.
And it was in Spanish.
I got it in Spanish.
It was in Spanish.
La risa en vacaciones 2. That's what it was. No, it wasn't.
It was a movie that. Hold on. Let me finish and you can do your jokes. Hold on. Let me finish. This movie was a movie that was playing in my house. My dad must have been watching it and I must have like just been in the room. Yeah. And like saw this and dude, it freaked to this day. I remember this scene and it freaked the shit out of me. And me coming home It was the idea of coming home
Seeing your parents.
and it's just like shit just went down, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your parents.
Yeah.
And like your whole and that has stuck with me to this day. I can't forget this fucking scene. Yeah. And I wish I would remember. Like I said, I was super young. I didn't know what the fuck my dad was watching. It was a movie he was watching. It was in Spanish because he wouldn't, I don't know if he rented it.
Almada, fool, so just
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I don't know if it was a movie he rented or if it was something playing on TV, but
probably rented, right? I don't think they would go that hardcore on TV. So it's probably rented.
Probably. Yeah. But I was young. This was still in Boyle Heights, so I was like probably 6 or 7.
Lola la Trailera, 1, maybe.
Or 2.
Maybe 2. Do you remember La Risa Vacaciones, bro?
I watched it the other day. What are you talking about?
Dude, you would catch a titty in there every once in a while, bro. That was a shit back in the day.
What's it called? My dad probably.
Yo, you watched them. You've seen it before.
Yeah.
It was basically candid camera with titties.
And it didn't
Really?
Yeah. I mean, but also with actors with what's his name with the curly hair? Oh, what was his name? He was also in Los Albañiles.
No,
it's just dirty joke.
You're thinking about it. You're merging two things together.
Okay, what am I merging?
La Risa en Vacaciones was a hidden camera movie series, and it had Hugo, Paco, y Luis. And essentially, they would prank people while they're on the beach, so in Acapulco or some sort of Mexican resort.
But it was with sexy results, right? Like they would have girls in bikinis a lot and stuff like that.
They would have girls in bikinis,
titty,
but they didn't. There was no nudity in that.
In that one. Which one am I thinking about?
You're thinking like Los Albañiles.
Yeah.
All those sexy comedia movies from Mexico.
Super Chile.
Super Chile.
All right. So Juan Camaney, all the Juan Camaney's, all those were bomb. Okay, so for me, it's two completely different things that completely that wrecked me. I think I've talked about the one, so I'll make it quick. That 2020 exorcism fucked me sideways, or whatever my mom was watching, but it was a fucking exorcism and it was real. Whatever the fuck I saw, I remember seeing it with my mom and it shook me fucking.
It was on 2020.
Bro. I remember 2020 when I was young, but it could have been something else. Again, I might have merged two things, but I just remember being a fucking exorcism and it scared the shit out of me because it was like a real, not the exorcism movie, but like an actual exorcism. That shit scared me. And the second one doesn't make any sense, but it did because what I was going through at the time, it was a thin line between love and hate with Martin Lawrence because I was dating a crazy bitch at that time that was doing shit like that. And I was like, I'm going to die. Like this bitch is going to kill me. So that shit, the fuck out
you felt like it was telling, it was giving you a like head notice, advance notice, like, hey, bro.
Like when the lady's hitting herself with an orange in like a pantyhose, I'm like, this bitch, like, dude, like, it was, that shit's scary. Like, people are like, I'm like in the back. I'm just like, hey, motherfucker, like, why y'all laughing? This shit's real, son. Like, it was like, it was one of those. So, those were the two things that one was irrational, the other one was completely rational and scared the fuck out of me. Like, I couldn't sleep for like a week. Like, I thought like I was gonna get fucked, and oh my god, dude, it was bad. It was bad. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Yeah,
living in Texas for 15 years was really traumatizing too. That was scary as fuck.
Just living there. God, love it. All right. Hey, Stevens, what's our top 10 list? Oh, wait, before you tell us, Enrique, on that note, would you tell people to watch this movie?
I would.
Okay, wait, it's two questions. Number one, would you tell people to watch this movie? Number two, would you tell them to move to Texas for senior year in high school? Go.
Yes on the movie, no on the other thing. Yeah, for sure.
Barca, yourself, same questions?
I'm going to say maybe move to Texas, but like at one of the cool cities.
Okay. Would you tell people to watch this movie?
Yeah, it's an enjoyable flick. It's a kids movie. So when you see the janky effects, you know, it's a lower budget thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was still cool though. I've seen worse.
Oh, we've seen worse.
Yeah.
Stevens, would you tell people to watch this movie?
Yeah, it was cool. It was fun. It was more, I think, what Enrique was looking for last week about one where he didn't have to necessarily read the movie, right? So it was one of those where you could kind of sit back and turn your head for a few minutes and not really miss out. Not really miss out.
Question: why did we not get subtitles?
Oh, yes.
What is that, Abarca? What do you think? Were they doing the Godfather thing, but too much?
Half of the movie, we don't know what the fuck's going on. You can kind of tell, I guess. By
it's a good chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Why do you think they did that? What was that about?
it might be because of the realism of it. Like if you just go somewhere and you're like, hey, I don't understand it, what anybody is saying here.
Yeah, but movies usually don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
I even turned the subtitles on to think that they were going to help me out.
Me too.
And it was
Me
all
too.
speaking Chinese.
Well, first
Yeah.
of all,
What the fuck?
I know. Yeah.
you can't just speak Chinese. It's either Mandarin or Cantonese or some sort of
Yeah,
dialect.
that's all it's.
Yeah,
that's
I
all
saw
it's
that.
subtitles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting choice because it's not like if you do it once or twice, I'm like, okay, whatever. Or like I thought it was going to happen till he's like, you're not listening. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're good now. But then it would come back and come back and come back. And I'm like, you're doing the Godfather thing a lot.
And it's
like
not
one
a thing.
guy, you know?
It's not a thing where this was an American movie. It was an American made movie.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Wow.
No, but I'm saying sometimes.
Wow,
No. But
Texas
sometimes.
privilege.
No. Shut up. Sometimes the movies that come over, the foreign movies, maybe they don't take the time to do that or whatever.
Yeah, I get you.
This was
it was weird.
This was an American movie where anytime you get a foreign language spoken in a movie, you're gonna get subtitles.
I mean, we've had movies that come from a lot of the different places that have all the subtitles.
They do,
so I thought that was weird. It was weird.
They do, yeah, they do. But maybe if it's not as much, like if the whole movie is foreign language, then we'll get subtitles.
Well,
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
They must have not been saying something important.
They were like major scenes. It was crazy. I would also tell you to watch this movie. It's way more enjoyable than it needs to be. It's fun. It's fun. Just watch it for that, if anything else. Stevens, what is our top 10 list for this week?
So your top 10 is number 1, Fearless. Number 2, Enter the Dragon. Number 3, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 4 is The 36th Chamber of Shaolin. Number 5 is Legend of the Drunken Master or Drunken Master 2. Number 6 is Way of the Dragon. Number 7 is Crippled Avengers. Number 8 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Number 9 is Fist of Fury. And number 10 is Baby Assassins.
Does it go into top 10 for anybody?
I'm just, if you're watching the video, I'm doing different Jackie Chan Drunken Master moves.
Okay. Do Lady Ho. There you go. I'll start. Not for me, but does not make it. It does not make it bad. Does not make it bad at all. It's really, really good. It's just not top 10 for me.
No, I think it's very enjoyable. I think that this Rob Minkoff movie is really enjoyable, really respectful. How he makes Paws of Fury and released this year, I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Which is a martial arts movie.
That's his movie, and it's trash.
Really?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Did you watch it?
That's from everything I've read. Trash.
Okay. Maybe we need to do it for the podcast, guys.
It
is a martial arts movie.
The kids watched it. They watched that while Amanda and I were watching Top Gun, and they did not enjoy it.
They said it was bad
because it's like it's fart comedy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, they said it was a lot of force.
Fu.
It was like a lot of that stuff where it's like it's not funny.
Yeah, the only people that can pull off that in cartoons right now are the freaking Minions. If you're not a Minion and you're doing fart comedy, it's not gonna hit.
No, but Minions is cool. Like all that stuff is enjoyable.
But they have a lot of fart comedy, but it's cool. Like it just works for them, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Enrique, for you, top 10?
No, I mean not top 10. But like you guys said, it's fun. It is fun. We got 2 legends in this movie, which we don't get a lot of that. So it has a lot of things going for it, but unfortunately doesn't crack our top 10.
Yeah, for sure. All right, then. So next week, Stevens, did you get it?
No, bro, you threw the name out. I think it's Fatal Conflict.
No, it's Fatal Contact. So what happened is I was looking up good freaking, great Kung Fu martial arts movies. And I was trying to find stuff that maybe we haven't watched yet. And this movie, the fight scenes are actually choreographed by one of Jackie Chan's top stunt team guys.
Gotcha.
And everybody's saying that the movie's kind of shit, but that the fight scenes are next level. It is 2006. It's only available for rent. I looked in all other places. I didn't check Haya to be honest with you, but it is available for rent for like $199 on Apple.
Are you out of your mind?
I will tell you, it looks like very much like a oh my God, what's our guy that we were watching recently? With the elbows.
Tony Jaa.
Like in the sense where the movie's probably anything that's not fighting is like what, but allegedly this fighting is amazing. So I want to check it out. It is subtitles. Sorry about that, Enrique. We're going back to subtitles. It is subtitles for this, but I don't think you really have to pay attention to anything but the fighting. It sounds like Bloodsport, but like instead of the guy wanting to be in the fighting, he's kind of dragged into it. It looks like he's a geisha, and then like they're like, dude, you need to fight, and he gets trained in the art of which I've never heard of. Oh, damn. I clicked back the fucking thing and it's in Sabado Mas. God damn it. But anyways, we'll check it out. The art of the techniques of Sanda. And then he learns his fighting style and he gets dragged into a fucking fighting tournament.
I guess one of the main guys was in Killzone. He looked.
Oh, really?
He looked familiar, yeah.
I was more excited about seeing somebody from like Jackie Chan's stunt team kind of do like their own thing and just see what it's about, like see what's going on.
It does say that it's free on Voodoo. So if you use Voodoo as a service,
if you do that Voodoo that you do so well, you can get this movie for free.
There you go. All right. Hey, Enrique, where can they get a hold of us?
Check out our link tree, linktr.ee/Gung-Fu Super Bros.
Abarca, where can they leave us a message?
Yeah, wherever you want. No one leaving us nothing. I guess you can go to www.gungfusuperbros.com or call our Google Voice number 661-401-5941. Be a part of our show, folks. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications. Give me a thumbs up on the street if you see me. And rate and review wherever you listen to this podcast.
Please,
everybody who's subscribed so far, thank you so much for that, guys. We really appreciate it. Hit us with those likes and leave those messages. We really appreciate it. Model Films, you out there asking for it. We're trying to give it to you. So continue doing what you're doing. That's really awesome.
Amazing.
But, that's awesome. All right. Hey, Abarca, say bye.
Mahalo, folks. Be good humans.
Enrique, say bye. Super Producer Stevens.
Bye.
And remember, my name is Ivan. Love you guys. Don't you have a running monk?